Hello guys, welcome back to Max Garage Weekly. This week we've continued to wet flat basically. I was on the rear of the tailgate. That came out as expected, that was excellent. So now what I moved around was, the bonnet was the key thing of this truck. There's a lot of detail on there. There was a lot of, patina parts that were on there which I wanted to keep. But being the look I wanted to go for, I wanted to have it looking old, but obviously, like I said, shiny. So I'm going to take you over to the truck. I'm going to show you a couple of bits of where I am now from where I've been. So we'll go back over. So basically, this is now wet. I've wet flatted this, and I've done the same process as what I've done to the rear on the tailgate. I've used the grit sandpaper. This is 600 grit all the way up to 2,500. Then I've auto finesse 3-stage compound and an auto glim polish. Look at that. That there is actually really smooth to touch. So where I've gone at this, I've done this on purpose, but all these other spots on the truck were like this. So where I've had to wet flat, I've gone to here, and can you see I've taken some of the rust off, which isn't ideal because obviously I wanted to keep that. So here's a process I'm going to show you to bring that rust back and then protect it. I'll show you now. So here's what you're going to need. We're going to walk over here and we're going to show you what we're going to need. We're going to go for a pair of gloves, damp cloth, microfiber, hydrogen peroxide, salt, white vinegar and a spray bottle. My choice, anchor wax, we can have after. That's what we're going to need. Let me show you what we're going to do. Get that arm working. This is my motorbike ramp, but I'm guessing it's going to be real good to show you guys what I'm going to do. Here we go. Spray bottle. Gloves. Oh, that's wet from last time. So we're going to go for this, right? We're going to go white wine vinegar. Hydrogen peroxide. If you didn't see them before, hydrogen peroxide. Your standard table salt, don't you see that? Top spend in Sainsbury's. And a white wine vinegar. If you like pickled onions, you can still use pickling vinegar. You can use any vinegar you want, it's fine. White wine vinegar, this is cheap, £5 Amazon. You get a lot of it. You go and buy some pickled onions, you can eat the pickled onions and use the vinegar. Your choice. So, let's go with this. I'm not going to measure this out. We're just going to go, normally you'd go 500 litres of this, a splash of vinegar, 60 ml, and a tablespoon of salt. To be fair, I'm just going to go freehand at this. He says, let's go this way around. Boy, straight in the neck, boff. So, bit of that. Definitely more than 60 ml there. But I had a tiny little bit left in here anyway. Hydrogen peroxide. I've used half that bottle and probably that much vinegar. I could eat a pickled onion now actually. Tablespoon of salt. Shake that up. Get that mixed in well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to walk over to the spot. Obviously, the truck's polished on the one side. The truck's polished. So on this side's wet flatted. I haven't compounded anything on this side yet. So this side here is the one I'm focusing on. You can see the pieces where I went over. I didn't take all of the good patina out of it. I just flatted over the top, just so then I could give it that look. So here we go. Let's shake this up. Look. That's all good. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray this on the areas of where the bare metal as such was. Here we go. Right, okay. In the UK, we are not lucky enough to have, the warmer climate all the time to bring it out in the sunshine. So ideally, this wants to dry off in the sunlight or warmer temperature. I'm in my workshop, so it's slightly cooler. So here I've got a nice light going on there now. So here we go. Remember this? Oh, look. So it will go to that, look. And that is just frothing up, look. All that, look at that. And then Look. So it'll go to a lovely foam. Ideally, you just want to let that dry in the sunlight, but I've got a floodlight there, so that's fine. Look at that, look at the colours. Ooh, so let's get you back there. Look at that shining. So this side here, obviously, look, can you see, it's still just matte, because obviously where I've done that, again, you can see sort of there where I've gone over, but that there, I'll spray that up. That's just sprayed on there now. We'll give that 2 minutes, we'll come out. But let's focus on this side. Look at that. Absolutely. You're probably thinking you're mad. You just cleaned it all. But no, everything else is polished. So that there. Same around there, look. Again. Look at the shine on the bonnet. Look at that. It is absolutely smooth to touch. See, that hasn't got as much patina on this side. It's got some lovely, lovely details and scars all through it from different times, obviously. The old potato truck in Idaho. So, that's that side obviously there. We'll let that now do its thing. And that's just gonna, I'll leave that overnight. I'll leave the light on while I'm in here. I've just got to prep the Mustang. The Mustang, obviously, I've just changed all the oil and everything else. I am going to Silverstone tomorrow. I'm going to Escapade, so it's the 60th Mustang anniversary, so we're going to go there. It's going to be excellent. We've changed the oil on it. She's beautiful. I'm going to get it outside, give it a wash. And yeah, so that's that. So let me show you. What I'll do is I'll take you now from this stage here to the rear of the truck, where I've done the side, I've polished it, I've used this process, I've smoothed it, and I've put wax oil on there. I'll show you the anchor wax. You can use this stuff here. It's excellent. You might want to warm it up. You can warm it to thin it. However, you're going to get a lot more stuff to stick to it if you're in a dusty place. But for me, it's no issue. But I might warm this into warm water in a sink. You can even thin it if you wanted to and put it in the gun. But I think I'm going to probably warm it. Other than that, I put it, screwdriver in there. You can even cut that off, to be fair. Put it on a rag and just smooth it over. Anyway, right. Let's take you back to the side. This here, look at that. Had that treatment, right? I sprayed a tiny, tiny bit before I went last time. Bung. So, you're learning slowly about my 100-mile-an-hour with this. So, let me get in the truck. I'm in here, right? So, I can still move about, you know. Let's give that wipe like that, look. That's all cool. This, as I say, this top bit here is where I first started on it. So we'll take that off. Get out of there. Good idea. Bit of fuel pipe. I just cut it off just to give me the. You'll see when I dig it in. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Like that. I'm just going to go across here now. Look. Oh, look. Just like that. All it is like a clear solution. So obviously it's a wax. Anchor wax. So a lot of the V-dub boys probably know about this stuff already. It's good anyway. I'm going to do underneath the Mustang with it. If you like the smell of WD-40, then you will love the smell of that. I've been doing some work on the bed of this truck as well. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to show you much of it. If you can see it on the camera, then fair play. If you can't, then you can wait till next time. Because I'm going to do the bed basically so it comes up all like this again, all the way through. All the patina's staying. I'm just getting rid of all the stains and grime. Yeah, and she's coming out tomorrow. I've got some work to do on the Mustang soon. So you keep subscribing to these. I'm going to stick to my word. I'm going to do Matt's Garage Weekly. I'm going to continue on this, right? Matt's Garage Weekly. That's still cooking. That, see my bald head shining, look. That's still cooking on that bonnet. We're doing a lot of changes to the Mustang. And the truck, and just keep this rolling basically. So you stick with me, you keep subscribing. So what we'll do is, I'm just going to show you now on here that where I've gone through, and now this has had all of the stages basically on here. So that is really smooth. You could polish, you could polish it now. All the paint is blue, all the patina's kept. Absolutely stunning. Look. So then now with the wax oil coat on, basically. Look. Yep, see? Basically like a little ceramic coat. But It'll only last, you know, probably a matter of months, maybe a year, they quote some people, but all that is, just protect it, just keep giving it that, sticks where it is, looks nice. For me, I was speaking to a lot of different companies. I thought I'd use Ankle Wax. It's here in the UK. It's absolutely excellent. So yeah, there it is. We'll go back, one last look at the bonnet. Cooking up nicely. Look. Yeah, so that's that there. I'll leave that to dry now. You know, it won't be in the light all the time. The light's got to go off, but that's got some heat on it now. I'll come back and then I'll wax on. Well, I won't wax on it straight away. I will use probably a couple more coats just to get that to the colour and the rusted of where I want it. Then I'll just basically Ankle Wax over the top, follow the process and then any other spots on the truck that I need, and then I'll just polish it all, and that's it really. This is how we want it. Show season, we'll be out, loving it, smoking everyone. Now I've sorted out my cow tracks on the rear. I'm going to take this to Hauser Racing because I'm pretty sure that I know I'm capable, but I just need that second opinion on lining the prop shaft through, just making sure I can give it full beans, full send, and then I will come out and I will give you full send video. Comment below if you want a full send video and I will do it, I promise you, when I've actually got my prop shaft lined up. Looking good, right? I'll sort that side out and you can see the difference there. Whoa, to that. That's flat. Shine. Okay, that's where we are. So, in a nutshell, that is how, if you've wet flatted at your truck, your car, anything really, and you're scared to get rid of some of the rusty spots and you know some of the metal comes up again because you go a bit too abrasive on it, don't worry about it. Use this setup, what I said, spray it on there, get the colour you want, and then go for it. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. Please like, subscribe, share. I'll do another one on this once this is where I want it. I won't do it next because I don't want to bore you with patina. So I'll do another mix up. A lot's been going on recently. As I say, with the Mustang, I've got a lot coming for that. Remember the Triumph that I built? Most of you, if you follow my Instagram, you'll know that I bought an old Triumph, Bonneville, I saved it. That had an engine rebuild. I sprayed the tank, I changed the fenders, I tarted a few things up on it. It's an absolute beaut. The only thing I've been struggling with is a lot of people, please comment actually in the comments below, that spark plugs and fuel with these classics, it is a pain. So I've actually got a test on this one. I was running N3C Champions and N4 spark plugs and then the other NGK, and they're just crap. I mean, the Champion ones are good. I've done the mixture on the carb many times and I've had a couple of good expert friends of mine have a look. It rides sweet as a nut. Just sometimes just soots the plug and just spits a little bit. I know it's old, but it's fine. I've bought some Sustain fuel from the Heritage. I'm going to run it on Sustain fuel and I'm going to change the plugs, and I reckon that's going to run an absolute beaut. And if it does, I need to team up with Sustain because that fuel is not cheap, but it's good. And if it keeps these classics alive, look at them. We need to use it. I had a fuel pipe go on the Mustang again. It's just horrible stuff these days. But plenty of stuff going on in the pipeline. The Harley, that is another subject to talk about. That's got some bits sorted out, the air ride, a few other bits. I've got some real good changes happening to that. Stay tuned.